Editing used to be just splicing together film strip and telling your story. Now it means knowing how to animate like you've been using After Effects for 10 years. The reality is, many of us don't know how to use After Effects or simply don't want to learn. But that's where CapCut comes in. You can create stunning After Effects level edits directly in CapCut. And some of these edits are even easier to achieve in CapCut. Let me show you. Number one is this 3D icon layer effect. Go ahead and drag your logo directly onto your timeline and retime it to the duration that you want. I'm then going to go to Animation and go to Combo and find one called Flip 6. Select that so that it applies to your image. The great thing about Flip 6 is it gives us a 3D perspective from the left, we get this middle perspective, and then we have a 3D perspective from the right. What I'm then going to do is hold down Option and duplicate my layer by dragging above it. On my bottom layer, I'm going to right click and select Compound. I can then go to my effects panel and search for an effect called Blur. Drag Blur directly onto that compound clip, and on the compound clip, go to Adjust, Curves, and drag this line at the top here all the way down. This is going to create a realistic looking shadow. We can also go ahead and reframe that shadow slightly more towards the bottom. From here, I'm going to compound both of my clips together, and you'll see that our shadow moves perfectly with our logo. Find the first 3D perspective that you like. I'm going to place this CapCut logo on the left, so I like it looking inwards. I'm then going to select on that compound clip, go to this option and select Freeze. That's going to create a still point where our image doesn't move. I can then delete everything else but our freeze frame, and we can retime that freeze frame however long we like. I'm going to increase the size of my CapCut logo and put it on the left. Let's apply the same thinking for this After Effects logo. Then I'm going to reposition and resize it and place it on the right. Finally, let's go ahead and add our last logo. We can then apply animations directly onto our freeze frames by selecting them and going to Animation and clicking in. Finally, search for Play Pendulum and apply this effect directly onto each individual layer. And that's exactly how you can create this 3D icon layer effect. This next effect is called the Icon Glow Effect. Go ahead and create a duplicate layer of the logo that you want to outline. On the bottom layer, go ahead and increase the size by 2 points. My top layer is at 71% and my bottom layer is at 73%. Go ahead and compound this bottom layer. Let's go to Effects and drag the blur layer onto our compound clip. On my compound layer, I'm going to go to Adjust, to my Curves option, and drag this lower half up a little bit to create a slightly brighter glow effect. I can then go to the beginning of that layer, select on my compound clip, go to Video, Mask, Add Mask, and add a split mask. Let's go ahead and drag our feather up to 50%. Then create a mask setting keyframe at the beginning of your timeline. Slide a couple seconds ahead and create another mask setting keyframe. Select it on my rotation icon. I'm going to drag around a few times. Now when we play our sequence, you can see that there's a glow effect circling our logo. Something to add some flair is go ahead and select on your compound clip and open up your keyframe animator by right clicking and say Show Variable Speed Animation. We can then go to the rotation tab, select those two keyframes, go to our curves option and play with some of the different graphs. There's one thing that I haven't mentioned, but it's arguably the most important factor in your animations feeling professional. That's sound design. This video was sponsored by Epidemic Sound, the best sound tracking platform for every creator. If you're anything like me, finding premium sound effects and music is hard. But as soon as I started using Epidemic Sound, it became a breeze. That's why the music and sound effects in this video are sourced from Epidemic Sound. The restriction-free music means that you can focus on monetizing your online content without the fear of copyright claims, something so important for us creators. They also just added a new feature called Adapt, where you can adapt any song's duration or mood to fit your video. What this means is, let's say our intro of a video is 20 seconds long, but the song we love is 3 minutes long. You go into Adapt, you adjust the duration, you can do the mood as well if you like, and fit that song perfectly to your intro. This is a real game changer for us editors because oftentimes the track that we want to use doesn't match up with our video. I also love that they're not looking to replace human creativity, but rather utilize and enhance the way that us editors interact with musicians' music. Click the first link in the description to get a 30-day free trial where you can hear for yourself how premium the tracks are. They've also given us an exclusive 50% off discount for the first 2 months when you move to a paying subscription. All you have to do is use the code MattLouis at checkout for that 50% off your first 2 paid months. This next one is called the Shimmer Effect. And while I was planning this video, I started seeing this effect being applied to all sorts of professional videos, from banks to TV commercials and social media content. This right here is an advert from the biggest bank where I live. And they've used this effect in the advert not only on the text, but in the end scene. Let me show you how to do it. I have my element on my timeline, and in this case, it's text. Create a duplicate layer of our text, and let's go ahead and create a compound clip. From there, I'm gonna go to Adjust and drag my curve up so that we have a brighter version of that text. I'm then gonna go to Video and Mask and Add Mask, and let's select the film strip option. From here, we can make this a lot smaller and add some feathering. Go ahead and drag that line diagonal, just like that, and place it over to the left so that it doesn't impact any of our text. Moving my playhead to the beginning of my timeline, I'm gonna scroll down and create a mask setting keyframe. I'm then gonna drag my timeline playhead a few seconds ahead and create another mask setting keyframe. On this keyframe, I'm gonna drag our diagonal line over to the side. Now, when I play between these keyframes, you can see that we have that really nice shimmer effect. In CapCut, you can change how fast or slow this animation happens by dragging these keyframes closer together. You'll see when I drag my second keyframe closer to my first one, that slide effect happens much faster. Let's go ahead and right-click on our clip and say Show Variable Speed Animation. From here, we're going to highlight our position X and go ahead and change that to quad ease. Let's see how that looks. To me, that looks really nice and professional. And like I said, it doesn't just need to be applied to text. Let me show you how to do it on a logo. Following the same steps, I'm going to create a duplicate layer and compound the top layer. I'm then going to go to Adjust to my curves option and drag this slightly brighter. I can now add a film strip, decrease the size, and drag some feathering. I'm then going to drag that diagonal line and put it on the side. Go ahead to the beginning of my timeline, create a mask setting keyframe, drag a couple frames ahead, and let's go ahead and drag that to the side. And now when we play our timeline, you can see that we have that beautiful shimmer effect. The next trick is called the text gradient effect, and it's a fantastic way to add a professional feel to boring text. Let me show you how to do it. Go ahead and add a default text layer to your timeline. Once you're happy with what your text says, let's go ahead and change the color to something a little bit more bold. I like how this orange looks. Now what we're going to do is create a duplicate text layer and change the color to something different. I like this yellow. On my top layer, I'm going to go ahead and compound that clip. I'm going to go to Mask, Add Mask, and create a split mask. Go ahead and change your feather to 50, and let's go ahead and drag that line slightly lower. You now have a really good looking text gradient effect in CapCut. And this last After Effects trick is called the spotlight effect. It's a great way to hide a portion of your image or text, and then finally at the end, reveal it. With my text on my timeline, I'm going to scroll down and add some glow. I'm then going to select the second option for glow and change the intensity. We can then compound that layer, go to Video and select Add Mask. Then select the circle mask. I'm going to decrease the size of my circle mask and add 25 points of feathering. Then go to the very beginning of that layer and let's drag that mask over to the side. Create a mask setting keyframe, toggle a couple frames ahead, and move your mask to its first position. Toggle a couple frames ahead some more, and let's go ahead and move to our second position. Continue to follow the same steps, revealing different portions of our word for every keyframe. As we reach the end of our clip, I'm going to drag our mask to the direct center and create a size keyframe. I'm then going to drag slightly ahead, and we can increase the size of our mask to reveal our entire text. Let's go ahead and see how that looks. It looks pretty scrappy right now, but let's go ahead and retime these keyframes closer together. I'm then going to right click on this layer and go Show Variable Speed Animation. From here, I'm going to highlight all my position X keyframes, go to my curves, and create a quad ease curve. I'm going to apply the same thinking on position Y, go to my size, and highlight those two keyframes as well. We can then select quad ease, and finally on size Y, I'm going to highlight those and select quad ease. And that's how you do the After Effects spotlight effect. You can definitely create professional style After Effects edits and animations in CapCut, but sometimes learning them can feel like a losing battle. There's so many things to do, where do you even start? That's why I created CapCut Lab. It's a full CapCut editing course that teaches you how to go from being a beginner or a novice editor to a professional in the shortest time possible. So if you're keen to take your editing seriously, you want to monetize your videos, or just grow your audience, CapCut Lab is perfect for you. Go ahead and click the first link in the description. It's going to take you to the website and you can find out for yourself whether or not that's something that you want.